BlacKkLansman or BlacKkKlansman? I don't know how to say this name, but BlacKkLansman is directed by Spike Lee and it stars John David Washington, Adam Driver, Topher, among a stupendous cast, and it tells the real story of African-American policeman Ron Stallworth, who in 1979 responded to an ad on a newspaper from the Ku Klux Klan, and he successfully managed to infiltrate the Klan as he talked to them on the phone while the character played by Adam Driver physically infiltrated the Klan in their meetings and just their all-around shenanigans. Now, this being a Spike Lee movie, it has every element that you might expect in a drama like this with such a heavy topic. It has satirization, it has ridicule, but it also has poignant subject matter, and Spike Lee really punches it. This is a director that doesn't hold anything back. He's not afraid of satirizing what is ridiculous about certain situations or certain people and their beliefs, but he's not afraid of bringing what really matters to the surface. And when he means for people to get out of his film talking about something that actually matters, he really accomplishes that really well, because nowadays, unfortunately, history is repeating itself. And stuff that is approaching this film, he really appropriated it through the script to mirror what is happening today, because this is based on a book written by the officer himself, who is played by John David Washington, yes, the son of Denzel Washington, and he is amazing in this film. He is so spectacular. He carries this entire film. And I love how Spike Lee juxtaposes his character and the way he's acting to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan and how he's relating to the Black Panther movement, because he has a flame there. He is trying to get this girl, played by the girl who played Liz Allen in Spider-Man Homecoming of all people. He's trying to get her, but the Black Panther movement also see policemen as the enemy, and even black policemen. And I love how the movie juxtaposes those two positions where two people actually fighting for the same thing, sometimes they don't get along, sometimes they don't see eye to eye despite clearly wanting the same thing out of the fight. And Adam Driver is fantastic as well. I love how he's putting himself in these movies, in between the Star Wars films, that just put him in the hands of author directors, and the way the movie uses him, when you see him in these situations as he is infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan, you're just praying for him not to get caught. Those are the moments they're really on the edge of your seat, and Spike Lee did spectacularly with that. And the chemistry between John David Washington and Adam Driver is stupendous as well. These two couldn't be funnier, couldn't be pointier. They're basically everything that Spike Lee is as a director in his films. It's sharp, it's witty, it makes you laugh, but it also makes you think about stuff and how, unfortunately, we are repeating our same shit again. The good and the bad. Now, unfortunately, the movie doesn't entirely stick the landing for me. The film goes for a very specific editing style, which is very, very true to Spike Lee, but sometimes it doesn't really work. Early on, there's this guy who's giving this speech to the Black Panther movement, and then Spike Lee chooses to focus on three faces of the crowd at a time, and he has these zoom ins and zoom outs and split screens, and it didn't really work because half the time I was trying to realize what the hell is going on, and also that character doesn't really come back. So what that character was there to accomplish, it doesn't really come back until the end of the film, and you kind of unfortunately forget it. Also, I've talked enough about how Spike Lee is poignant with what he's trying to say through this film, but at the end he just cuts all of a sudden from his movie to reality, to documentary footage. That is tough to watch. And I'm not saying people shouldn't watch this shit. I'm not saying people shouldn't be faced with reality. However, I think the tones don't really mesh up. I think Spike Lee is going for certain things in his style and then just mixing it with reality itself. It's too much of a gut punch, and in that environment it didn't feel like it gelled for me. And this is the most minor of nitpicks, but the film runs at 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you could have shaved 15 minutes off, maybe taking that character and that speech earlier on out, and the film could have punched it in at 2 hours. This is still a very punchy film. I think this is a film that everyone absolutely needs to watch. Even you, Mr. President of the United States. Spike Lee is back in full force. This is definitely a Spike Lee film like we love to see. If you're a Spike Lee fan, it has tremendous performances, a really fun, witty, funny script that doesn't let the heaviness of the drama that is going around get away, and you feel it throughout the film. I had a great time with BlacKkKlansman, and I wish it could have stuck the landing for me. Nonetheless, this is a film I do desire to watch again and again, and I'm going to give BlacKkKlansman a collector's item. Now, what did you think of BlacKkKlansman or BlacKkKlansman? I don't know how to say this film. Let me know in the comments below how would you pronounce it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what is your favorite Spike Lee film. Again, you guys are the best, and check out Ryan O'Toole's announcement for season 3 of Rotten or Fresh. I might already have an opponent, I might already be a champion, I might not be the only guy coming back, so check it out on his channel and come back for many other reviews on my channel coming this week. I can't wait to see you there. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and so until the next reviews, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button, click the bell, and please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Every help is appreciated. There's a link in the description, and so if you do, we can be geeky united!